are lying to yourself. And I know you're lying to yourself because I used to be the queen of lying to myself. This used to be me. We really need to declutter this closet. I know, but I just don't have a lot of time. Hey, let's go work out. I would, but I don't have time. Hey, it's time to go to bed. I know, but I can't right now. I don't have time. Well, let's start a YouTube channel. Girl, where am I gonna find the time? And then I realized that if I never have time for the things that I say are important to me, when are they actually going to happen? And so today, I am going to prove to you that you actually do have time. Welcome back, my friends, or welcome. If you're new here, my name is Christy, and I make content centered around realizing that no matter where we are in life, no matter our age, we are just on time to live the life of our dreams. And first off, thank you so much for all of the love that you've shown on my last few videos. I am truly, apparently we all got some foolishness that we need to deal with. And so it is good to know that I am not alone. So truly, thank you so much. I don't have the words right now, but when I do, I promise you, I will let you know them. But I just want to say thank you. Today, we are talking about the issue of not having enough time. Here's the deal. I love you. I really do. And because I love you, I have to come right out and say it. You are lying to yourself. And I know you're lying to yourself because I used to be the queen of lying to myself, telling myself that I didn't have enough time to sleep, to work out, to declutter, to this, to that, to do all the things that I said were important to me. And while I was busy, the reality of it was that I was prioritizing some things while not figuring out ways to include the other things that I said mattered to me. And so today is the last day that you tell yourself that you don't have time. First, we're going to address the fact that yes, we do have some crazy busy seasons, but then we're going to talk about why telling ourselves that we don't have enough time is problematic, and then what to do about it. So let's get into it. First up, life gets busy. There are seasons in life where you're on the move and you have a lot going on. You have responsibilities, you have a job, maybe you have kids, maybe you're trying to go back to school, maybe you're doing all of these things. I don't discount that. And so maybe you're in a season right now where you're like, I'm busy. That's okay to acknowledge. And we also have to realize that different seasons have different priorities. You may be in a season where you don't have 100% to give to everything. That's fact, that's reality, that is life. But remember, our focus this year so that we can get things done and we can be unstoppable is to just show up. So if all you have is 5% in an area, give that 5%. Will it be perfect? No, it's not going to be perfect, but it will show you that you do have pockets of time to work on whatever it is that thing is that you say is important to you. And then instead of being overwhelmed because you're trying so hard to give 100% to something, you'll actually start looking forward to that thing because it hasn't taken away from something else. But what you don't want to say is that I don't have time, and then just let that be your gospel truth. So why is saying that I don't have time so problematic? Saying that we don't have time is an excuse and is actually a really passive way of not taking responsibility for why we are not doing the things that we say are important. I am gonna call this time blaming. Time blaming shifts the focus from what we're doing and how we're using our time and blaming it and putting it on something else, this abstract thing that is out of our control. We then give time and our busyness power and control over our days and over our lives, and don't then take ownership of how we're actually using and spending our time. Plus, how we speak to ourselves matters. And if you keep telling yourself that you don't have time, then that is your reality. That is all you see. But if you see that, oh, I need to just find where my time is, then you can start to see what is happening in your schedule and see where there are blocks when you can do other things. So you have to take back your time. We all have 24 hours in a day, and the people who get things done are the ones who own their time. They recognize that there is not just time to go after their dreams, but also to get all of the daily things done that need to happen on a regular basis. I know a couple of ladies who are basically single moms of multiple children who work full-time jobs and have both decided that they want more out of life and figured out how to be able to do that. One of them, she just graduated with her degree, something that she had been putting off for a really long time because she didn't have time. And then the other one has started her own business and it is doing well. So how do you get to the point where you are fitting it all in? You have to be very strategic and intentional about your routines and about how you're scheduling your time. If you want a more in-depth plan about what that looks like, I actually did a video on it in my 7-week reset series, and I'll link that down in the description below for you. But in that, I talk about the importance of and how to create a plan that works for the individual nuances of your own life. There's also a free planning document embedded in the video so that you can get your schedule and your routine together. But in this video, I'm going to show you what it could look like on an average day for someone who, in my head, would be one of the busiest people because she has a lot of things pulling at her time. So let me introduce you to Erin. Erin is married. She has 3 young boys. She has a 9-to-5 job, and then when she comes home, she really enjoys spending time with her family. Her job is 30 minutes away from her home, and she's expected to be in the office every single day, so she has a bit of a commute. And Erin has things she wants to do. She wants to spend more time with God, she wants to have a regular workout routine, and she wants to start a YouTube channel about baking because your girl loves to bake. But her schedule is crazy busy, and she's like, where am I going to find the time? Alrighty, so let's list out Erin's schedule. We're going to start from 9 to 5, and then we're going to work backwards. So we know that she has to be at work from 9 to 5. We also know that she has a commute, and Erin probably is not one who wants to just be driving up to her job and rushing to sit down. She probably wants a few minutes to be able to get her head in the right space. So she's leaving at 8:15 so that she can get to her job by 8:45 and have a good few minutes before things start. She needs about an hour before she leaves to be able to get herself together. She needs to shower. She needs to get dressed. She needs to put on her makeup. She needs to put all of her things in her purse. She needs to pack her lunch, all of those things so that she is ready to go. She needs about an hour to do that. So that puts us at 7:15. The girl also needs to eat. She needs some breakfast so that she has a good and healthy start to her day. She also wants to give her kiddos a good and healthy start to their day. So we're gonna fit in about 30 minutes for that. So that gets us at 6:45. At the end of the day, she has that commute all over again so that she can get home. We have to count in a little bit of time for traffic. So she gets home by 5:45. Now, what is happening for the rest of the day? Erin recognizes that if she wants to get some things done, she's probably going to have to get up a little bit earlier. She cannot sleep straight until 6:45. She has to get up so that she can have time for herself and time for the things that she says that she wants to do. So we're going to put Erin's wake up time at 5 o'clock. Erin's not typically a 5 o'clock girly, but she knows that she has some things that she wants to accomplish, so she is willing to make this happen. Now, she knows that she needs to get to bed a little bit earlier, but we're going to deal with that later in the day. So we have 5 o'clock, she wakes up. From 5 until 6:45, she has time before the kids get up, before it's actually time to fully get into the hustle and bustle of her day. She has time to spend with God and time to spend for herself. So we have an hour and 45 minutes there. After she gets home, she has from about 5:45 to 7 where she is cooking dinner, they eat and have time as a family. She spends time with the kids and they have that time together. From 7 to 8 o'clock, her kiddos are able to do something to wind down for themselves while she and her husband have some time to be able to spend together. And then from 8 to 9 o'clock, she has some more Erin time where she can focus on the things that are important to her. By 10 o'clock, we want to make sure that Erin is asleep, so she is winding down, she is turning off her devices, she is doing all the things that it takes to be able to settle down, she's preparing for the next day. By 10 o'clock, she is asleep and she gets a full 7 hours of sleep before she has to wake up the next day at 5 o'clock. As we can see, Erin is in a really busy season of her life, but she still has about 2 hours and 45 minutes to get things done. And during that time, she can spend time with God, she can work out, she can work on her YouTube channel, she can clean up, and still have some time left over. But it does require being very intentional, very strategic, and really having that why of what is important to me, what do I want to do, and seeing where I have time to make that thing happen. So, like I said, today is the last day that you tell yourself, I don't have time. I want you to look at your schedule and see where you have pockets of time to work on those things that you say are important. And if you find that you are using time ineffectively or inefficiently, then we got to work on that. When you do it, it will be such a confidence boost because you will see where you have pockets of time to be able to do the things that you want to do. And you will realize that you have the power to take your time back. Let me know in the comments what you are finding the time to do. Also, if you're not subscribed, What are you doing? I'm gonna need you to jump on that. Alrighty, guys, I love you, and I will see you in my next. Mwah. Bye for now.